Hi everyone. Today I wanted to try the one color art challenge. Also, don't mind I lost my nail, but look at the other ones. Basically, I wanted to create a character using only my red art supplies. So let's get started. I think I'm going to use my red color pencil to start. I'm thinking I'll draw like a character. So I'm just creating this. I think I'm going to do like some kind of girly character with big like red flowy hair. I think like red reminds me of Ariel. I guess she's not so with the times because she has a side part. Oops. But I think my like cartoon type of designs are usually more lanky. They don't really they're kind of more childlike in the sense that they're kind of cutesy. I think maybe she'll have, and also I don't like overcomplicating designs. I would really like to keep things simple so that a beginning artist could try and create it, because I notice a lot of times that people really have a hard time drawing hands, and you know, really well-established artists excuse me, they also really have hard times drawing hands. So it's not only like the new beginners. So here we're going to kind of follow the line of gravity, and in gravity, right, the skirt kind of would go down and towards the floor. So I think I'm kind of creating like a fairy type of design. I think I really like fairies. I don't know what it is. They just like excite me. Disney Tinkerbell probably is my inspiration. So again, Disney is my inspiration for the red flowy hair, and Disney is my inspiration for the fairy aspect. Now it's always harder for me. This pencil, by the way, it keeps breaking, so it's sorry if it's unsatisfying. The point is all irregular, and if I press hard enough, it will probably break all the way. So I'm just going to I don't know what to do with the legs, but you know, I'm kind of going you know, the legs would probably look like this, something like that. I don't know. Okay. I think I'm gonna kind of make this skirt like flower petals. I really have been liking that look, so we're gonna keep doing that. Not sure if I'm recording. Yes, I am. All right. So, and I might just, you know, fast forward and cut out my jibber jabbering. Yeah, I try to upload different types of content on my channel. A lot of times, the content is either poetry or you know, I don't have a lot of subscribers, but I do try to keep my channel exciting for me. Like, this is more of a hobby, which I think is nice also for the subscribers, you know, because if I do this because I like to do it and not because I have to do it, then for like income or whatever it is, then I think like the content is more exciting because it's something I love doing. And yeah, so I think I'll stop there. What am I going to do with the hand? I don't know. I think I'm going to make her, because drawing hands is hard, I'll probably just make her holding a flower, right? That's a hack for you if you don't know how to draw hands, and make the character holding something. So this is going to be some kind of red flower. I think I'm going to make it like a tulip, you know, because tulips are kind of match the design of the skirt in my head, at least. And then over here, maybe there's like some kind of red bird on her finger, right? I don't know. So we'll just draw a little cute bird. This fairy seems to be a normal sized fairy. Okay, so then the funnest, that's not a word, the most exciting part for me is drawing the eyes. I'm gonna make the eyes really big and far apart. Kind of. I like that, actually. And I'm gonna line this artwork too. I think I kind of feel like I messed up a little bit and made the mouth look wonky. Here I have a red eraser stick. Let's see if it even does anything. You know, and it doesn't look like it did anything, which is okay. I kind of really like putting like a bottom lip in my art and not really so much a top lip. But I think in this drawing I will put a top lip because it looks like she has a bottom lip here because I messed up. You know, happy accidents in the words of Bob Ross. Speaking of Bob Ross, he was like honestly my inspiration for art. I would pretend to be Bob Ross all the time as a kid, and I even have some of my artwork, well, a piece of artwork that I made pretending to be Bob Ross. So he was, and for those of you who don't know, I am a 90s kid, so Bob Ross was really like a staple in my life. Now what am I going to draw here? Just like a big open space. I really like having like fairies live inside of huge mushrooms. I think I'm gonna make a huge mushroom house with like a door. We'll kind of like give the cap of the mushroom here. Maybe this will be her friend's house, the Berry Fairy, which is also one of my original characters. So I'll make like a window. And the rest of this can just be like fields, you know? Or she could be flying. That could be. It kind of looks like she's flying, so I'm just gonna stick with that. Like, let's put little flying lines. And there could be like little bee buzzing around, a little red bee, or whatever. We'll figure it out as we go. So I'm gonna start lining. So I'm gonna get rid of this because I used that. We have a red watercolor marker that I got at the literal 99-cent store, so I'm gonna just line the mushroom cap with it. And this is watercolor paper. I just feel like this kind of paper is more sturdy. Not always, but it could be more sturdy. The nice thing about watercolor markers is that you could kind of blend them out with water. So that's what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna do that first so that then the paint can dry a little bit when I move on. Yeah, so there's that. We're gonna move on to her hair. I'm gonna put that here so I don't forget. Her hair, I think I really like the way that, well, let me line it. And I brought 2 of the same liners just in case one dies on me. They're both fine ones. So I'm gonna line the artwork. And sorry if you hear background noises. That is my husband. So. And there's also bird's nest outside the window. See, that's dying already, so that's gonna go over there. I think I'm gonna fast forward this part for you guys. I think I'm gonna make her wearing tights. I kind of like to draw modest cartoons because my kids look at it. I don't know. That's just my own preference. I just want it to be appropriate for them and for me. So then you have the finger. I kind of have to look at my own finger, right? Positioning. So there's a thumb. Bless you. Oh, like a. And then we have our finger come out. Whatever. Don't overcomplicate and don't overthink, because the best artwork is done. Kind of, for me at least, my best artwork always looks like it's done without so much thought put into it. Like if I overanalyze, then my artwork won't look that good. That's just me. I always make my fairies with these cute, like, petal-like ears. See, I think I kind of messed this eye up, but I'm not gonna go with it. It looks a little evil, I feel like, with the red eyes, but we'll just ignore that. I have no wings. So this is gone. I have this fine liner. I guess I don't even know what this is. What is this? Well, then I have the. Okay, so I'm gonna line this also because you know this is a different fine liner. This is Staedtler. I think that's how you say it. Sometimes I feel like these art companies are way too creative for me to come up with crazy names, and no one knows how to pronounce them, and that's okay. You don't have to know how to pronounce them. I'm gonna make this like have a curtain inside, whatever, and then the curtain will have little flowers on it. Good enough. Next, we have a mushroom ball and our little bumblebee friend. Alright. So that's gone now. Now I'm gonna move on to this. And we're just gonna start lining her sweater, her turtleneck. Does anyone like wearing turtlenecks? I feel like if I wear a turtleneck, I feel claustrophobic in it. I don't like it. Bothers me. I don't know why. Tell me if you feel the same thing. If you don't, I don't know. It's like a very like into my adults type of thing. Because when I was a teenager in elementary school, I liked turtlenecks. Maybe it's, you know, when you have kids, put on some weight. Maybe my neck is not as thin as it once was. I don't know. Or maybe I just don't like the feeling of feeling strangulated. Whatever. This is also a fine liner, so I'll use both sides. You can tell that this color is a little different from the other red liners. I think I'm just gonna put lines, give it some dimension. I don't know. I think I'm probably gonna go over this anyway. Maybe not. Maybe I won't. I thought I was gonna do the acrylic marker for the hair, but I think I won't. I think I might do watercolor or something like that for that. Who knows? The wings for sure are gonna be watercolor. The petals, I think I'll use the acrylic marker. Or so they say. I don't know what this really is, but I like how it works, so. And then, have you guys ever had these? This is from my childhood. I literally never threw it out. I think I'm just gonna go into the skirt with this. This is a soft pastel, also cheap from the website Temu. I feel like these are, the one thing I don't like about soft pastels is that they crumble, and I hate that. I don't like that. So I'm gonna use, try to use a tissue to kind of blend that out. Or at least like get rid of these crumbly bits. And you can see that texture, which I'm not really a fan of, so I might line this at least with the acrylic marker to kind of give the illusion of less crumbliness. And then also I'm not digging that you can't tell the difference between the skirt and the tights, so I'm going to give it some dimension with this darker red. I'm not sure if that's even doing anything. Okay, we're gonna use these pastels that I don't really like so much, especially on watercolor paper. Not a fan. Get rid of that. Put that over there. I'll make this little bee a pastel bee. I don't like that. Getting rid of that. I'm just gonna use the end of a paintbrush to smooth the pastel out and get it into all the nooks and crannies. Okay, so I have my Copic marker. I think I'm going to use the Copic right here. Outline. There's something so awesome, like, I don't know if awesome is the right word, just, also yes, I'm getting the line markers coming out of the lines, and that is okay. Happy accidents. It's okay. we're gonna put those like mushroom blotches around. Can tell or not. I'm gonna go back to my water or my color pencil and shade in here with that. Just like how it looks, you know. I'm gonna do the shading for the cheeks. I'm gonna grab a liner and give this girl some cute lashes. Just 3. Nothing crazy. Okay, this I used. I don't know why it's there. This I used. Oh, the worst part is this dumb crayon. This is one of my kids' crayons. You can tell it's like the ones they give out at like restaurants. There's something very childlike about crayons that, you know, I'm not opposed to. They're kind of like soft pastels. They crumble and like make a mess. I think I'm gonna use, that's an annoying sound. Let me get rid of all that. I'm gonna use this crayon to give this mushroom some flair. The texture of the paper kind of looks good against the mushroom. Oh, I like it. It's like a spackled mushroom. Somebody made it out of stucco. Or maybe it's a real mushroom. It's up to your imagination. Okay. Alright, next we have this acrylic paint. And I'm gonna use a paper towel. For that. Okay, so for the acrylic paint, I'm gonna kind of use this as a faux border, even though the border is taped off. I'm going to create a sort of border, and I'm going to use the brush as a guide for how thick the border should be. And I feel like if I use this as, sorry for the background noise, if I use this as a border, the fairy might pop out of the page a little bit, and that's kind of fun for me. I mean, it's not going to be perfect. Perfection is not what I'm aiming for. I'm just aiming for something that's cute, I guess. Okay, so do you guys see how it's like fraying around the edges because it's watercolor paper? I'm gonna try and fix that. We'll see. Or maybe I should just leave it. I think I'm gonna leave it and then go over it with an acrylic marker, just to make it easier for myself. And the best thing about watercolor, watercolor also, but acrylic, is that it dries quickly, unlike oil paint. I don't know if I have oil paint. I might have oil paint somewhere. Didn't find it for this video, sorry guys. Just pretend like this is oil paint. Okay, and actually I'm gonna do the same thing around the edge of the mushroom hooks. I don't know what it is, I like the borders. I'm gonna have to implement the Copic. Well, actually no, I have more Copic. The window is Copic. That just like makes it pop. Sorry for the noise. Okay, so around this flower, I don't really want to like cover that so much because then you won't be able to see the details. So I'm just gonna do this, go around it. And then, okay. I don't know if I like that, but that's okay. You know, it's all about trial and error. Next, we have our watercolor. I'm gonna get a paintbrush of some sort where So now I'm gonna use my watercolor to kind of, I'm gonna make like flowers in the distance, like in the background. So we're gonna grab some water, grab some red. I have red on my brush. I'm gonna kind of stipple in some shrubbery in the background. Yeah, I like how that looks. Kind of just want to create some kind of foreground. I'm gonna grab the other red from my palette and just add different shades. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just continue doing that over here as well. Another thing I wanted to do with the watercolor is kind of fill in her hair with it. I like it because it's a different shade of red. And then if you add more water, right, then the wings could also get filled in. And I see that right now it's too dark, so I'll show you what I'm going to do next to lighten the look of that. I'm going to use some tissue, kind of just lighten it like that. Well, it's still wet. If it dries, then you're out of luck. But I'm going to do that for the wings. And I kind of like if the wings kind of go out of frame like that, because it kind of looks like they're moving. So I didn't really actually mean to lighten the hair, but it's okay. I could just add the color back in, you know? I was just trying to lighten the wings, but I forgot. Happens. So funny story. I'm like doing this. I don't really do voiceover art that often. I usually post shorts, but my husband noticed that I was doing it, and our door to the office is like glass, so he took a picture of me. It's so funny. Kind of embarrassing, but you know, it's okay. So we're just going to do this. You know, having a YouTube channel, by the way, it's not, sorry about the noise, sorry, and I keep shaking this, okay. You could tell I'm an amateur. One thing about having a YouTube channel in general, when you're older, and just in general, whatever, it's like always kind of embarrassing to tell family or friends that you have one, and then they ask you like, oh, how many subscribers do you have? And I'm like, not a lot, but it's okay. I mean, I have more and more each day thanks to you guys, and thanks for subscribing. I'm really grateful. You guys give me kind of an outlet for me, which is really important, for everyone really to have an outlet, not just me. So I really encourage all of you to find something you like to do. If you think like art looks fun and you wish you could do it, try it, because you're probably better than you think. And if you're not that great, sorry about hitting this again, if you're not that great, that's okay. You will get better, I promise. Because when I started out, and you'll see that if you look at more of my videos, when I started out, I was not good, and that's okay. That's what art is all about. So I think I'm gonna kind of stop. Maybe I'll just like add a little bit of color, like a very light wash of color to the sky, so it doesn't look so like such a big contrast. Oh, the cute little birds are singing. Okay, we have like a nest outside in our backyard. So cute. It's like in the light box. So yeah, and with that, I think I am done. So I'm gonna